The man signed his lease, and within a week no one remembered he existed, not his co-workers, not his friends, not even his own sister. It was like he had never lived at all, except he was still there, watching everyone forget him. Ethan Walker had just moved into apartment 3B on Westbridge Street, a quiet building in Boston that looked ordinary enough to disappear into. The rent was slightly lower than expected. The landlord didn't ask many questions, and the place itself felt neutral. Not welcoming, not cold, just blank, like it hadn't fully decided what it wanted to be. That didn't bother Ethan. At 31, working remotely as a freelance designer, he wasn't looking for comfort. He was looking for space, a fresh start, somewhere quiet enough to think. And that's exactly what 3B gave him. At first. The first thing he noticed wasn't strange, it was subtle. A feeling more than an event. Like something was slightly off, but not enough to name. On his second night, while unpacking boxes, Ethan heard footsteps in the hallway outside his apartment. Slow, measured, back and forth. That wasn't unusual. People live in buildings, people walk. But what made him pause was the pattern. It didn't change, same distance, same rhythm, same pause, for over 10 minutes. Then it stopped, and seconds later, someone knocked, 3 times. Ethan walked to the door and opened it. No one there. He stepped into the hallway, empty, completely, doors closed, lights dim, silence. That's when something felt wrong. Not fear, not yet, just wrong. He went back inside, closed the door, and noticed something he was sure hadn't been there before. A second key, sitting on his table, identical to his. He stared at it for a long time, because he knew he had only been given one, and this was new. That night. He locked both keys in a drawer, just to be sure. But the next morning, one was missing. And he couldn't remember which one. That was the first crack. Not in the apartment. In his memory. Over the next few days, things didn't escalate. They shifted. Small changes. His coffee mug moved. His phone wasn't where he left it. A chair slightly turned. Nothing dramatic, nothing provable, but enough to notice. Then came the first real moment. Ethan called his sister just to talk, just to feel normal. She answered. "Hello?" "Hey, it's me," Ethan said. Pause. "Who is this?" He laughed slightly. "Very funny, it's Ethan." Another pause. Longer this time. "I think you have the wrong number." And she hung up. Ethan stared at the phone, because that wasn't possible. He called again, straight to voicemail. He texted. No reply. Then he checked his contacts. Her name was gone, completely, not deleted, never there. That's when something shifted. Because now, this wasn't forgetfulness. This was removal. He opened his messages, every conversation with her, gone, photos, gone, call history, gone. Like she had never existed, or worse, like he had never existed to her. That's when fear finally started. Real fear. Because now, it wasn't just objects moving. It was reality changing. And he was the only one who noticed. Ethan tried to ground himself. Work, routine, structure. But that didn't last, because the next day, his boss didn't recognize him, not confused, not distracted, just blank. "Can I help you?" he asked. Ethan laughed nervously. "Yeah, it's me." "Who?" That's when the world tilted. Because this time, there was no doubt he was being erased, piece by piece, from everyone except himself. And that's when he made the connection, the apartment. Everything started there, everything changed there, so he searched it. Every corner, every wall, every inch. And that's when he found it. Behind the bedroom wall, a second space, hidden, sealed, but accessible, barely, inside. There was nothing, no furniture, no windows, just walls, covered, in names, hundreds of them, scratched, written, carved, some fresh, some faded, all real, and among them he saw one, his own. Ethan Walker, half scratched out. That's when everything made sense, not clearly, but enough. This place didn't take people, it erased them. Slowly, from memory, from records, from existence, until nothing remained. Except the name, on the wall, waiting to fade. That's when he heard it again. Footsteps, behind him, inside the hidden room, not outside, inside. He turned slowly and saw something, not clearly, but enough. A figure, thin, unfinished, like it wasn't fully there yet. And then, it spoke. "You're almost gone." Ethan stepped back, because now he understood. It wasn't haunting the apartment, it was using it to become real, and it needed space, his identity, his existence, and once he was gone, it would take his place, completely. That's when the final realization hit. This wasn't happening to him, he was being replaced. So now, think carefully. If one day no one remembered you, would you still exist? Like the video, subscribe for more disturbing stories, and tell me if everyone forgot you, but something else started living your life. Would you fight it, or accept that you're already gone, because maybe you don't disappear suddenly. Maybe you fade until someone else becomes you.